Hey guys, it's Tanny. Welcome to my channel. I was tagged to do the Ultimate Flex Perfume tag by Alali over at Alali Pop. And this was the original tag created by Sharida M. We all know and love Sharida here on YouTube. And this is a video about the one perfume from each brand that flexes on all of its perfume brothers and sisters. The one that stands out, the one that has bragging rights. They have the confidence to know that they are the best. They're the best one of the brand. And I want you to check out my friend Liz's video from Naturally Liz. She did her own little twist on this tag and I thought it was absolutely brilliant. You'll have to go watch it to see what she did, but I just absolutely loved it. I will link it down below. And of course, I will link Sharida's original video down below, as well as Alali's video. And Alali did such a cute twist on this tag too. Oh my gosh, you have to see her video. It was really cute the way she did it. So the brand I'm gonna start out with is KAYALI. And I actually have quite a few of the mini sizes of KAYALI. And one of the minis that you see, I have a full size of. And in my opinion, this fragrance is the ultimate flex from KAYALI, and that is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is absolutely my favorite from the brand. I love this scent, and the reason I think it's the ultimate flex on all the other ones in the brand is because it was a really bold perfume to come out with. It's not just an everyday, average, ordinary scent. It is a statement-making, powerful scent. The saffron in here makes it so special, makes it really stand out. The pink pepper, of course, so it has that spiciness. The rose is stunning in here, and all the other florals are too. I love the way the sandalwood is done in here. The patchouli is sort of the chocolatey type to me. It has everything going for it. And also, I just feel like this note profile in general makes a fragrance stand out within a brand. Like Rose's Vanille stands out in Mancera to me. What else? I feel like Oud Bouquet is a standout in Lancome. Even like for MFK, I feel like Oud Satin Mood is the flex in that brand. So I just feel like this note profile just sets a fragrance apart, and it just is special and it's very royal. There's something royal about it. So it can flex on all of its brothers and sisters. So now on to Mind Games. And there are some stunning fragrances that Mind Games has, no question. There's one to me that is the absolute ultimate flex of the brand. So I did a YouTube short on Mind Games and I talked about all the ones in the Soulmates collection. I ranked them there from 10 to 1 and this was easily number one to me. And I so wish I was sitting here in front of you holding a full bottle of Sissa. But right now all I have is this 5 ml decan and I am taking my time with it. And I eventually will have a Sissa. I am just speaking that into the universe. I will have Sissa because it is stunningly drop dead gorgeous to me. Like there's nothing that could stand up to Sissa in this brand. I like a lot of the other ones, but nothing can hold a candle to Sissa. This is the exact type of gourmand that I can do. I can't always do gourmands, but I can do this type. And I think it has something to do with the nuttiness, like the sesame, that milkiness that it has. And this is sort of in the same world as Lost in a Dream by Navitus, Intimate Silhouette by Christian Siriano, which is so dreamy, so good. Commodity Milk, that type of fragrance. It's in that world. They're all kind of milky, lactonic, and nutty, and cozy and creamy. I think almost all of them have jasmine, and I think that might be what's doing it for me, what's making it special. Now, this has coumarin, but don't be afraid. It is not like Bianco Latte. Even though it's listed as reminds me of on Fragrantica, I do not like Bianco Latte. Like, I really don't like it, but I absolutely love Sissa, and I'm like over the moon, over the top in love with Sissa. So even if they do have similarities, like I don't like one and I love the other. So it was an easy choice for me as the ultimate flex from Mind Games. Now I'm going to talk about Atelier des Ors, and I did an entire dedicated video to Atelier des Ors, and I was absolutely fascinated and enthralled with the brand. I thought that their fragrances were so interesting, so unique. Even if they weren't my favorite, even if I didn't love them, there was something very special about their fragrances. And if you saw that video, you know which one I think is the ultimate flex from the brand, because it's the one that I purchased, that I was obsessed with, I couldn't stop thinking about, and I finally found an amazing deal on it, and I got Pink Me Up. The reason this is the ultimate flex of the brand is because It's so likable. It's so lovable. It's crowd pleasing without being boring. The combination of the champagne and the blackberry and the rose, I don't know, it still has a uniqueness, but yet it's still a crowd pleaser, and it's still something that everybody would love. It's lovable. There's just something about Pink Me Up. She is just a princess. She's a princess. She is the flex of the house, in my opinion. So next I'm going to switch to a designer brand. I'm going to talk about Versace, and this was a no-brainer for me as well, and I already know that you know what I'm going to say. But Versace doesn't have really a lot going for it. I shouldn't say that. Compared to this, Versace doesn't have a lot going for it. You have yellow diamond, it's nice. You have bright crystal, that's nice. You have the dreamer, that's nice. Versance is nice. Versace woman was okay. I actually had that and decluttered it. I really like the Dylan line that Versace has. I like blue, I like turquoise. I have purple, I have a travel size of that one. I enjoy the brand, all right, but there's nothing like Crystal Noir. This is my baby. This is what I would call this my signature scent. It is completely drop dead sexy, a stunner. It's a little bit spicy, a little bit sweet, very woody, very cozy. I've had experiences with Crystal Noir where I have had it on a coat. I've been outside in the -15 weather, and I've been smelling this angelic, dreamy, heavenly smell all around me, and I've been turning in circles. I was out in the woods, and I was like, what's that smell? What do I smell? There's something that smells better than anything I've smelled in my life. And, you know, it was Crystal Noir. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this. It is always going to be a love for me. This is the EDP. I love the EDT as much, if not more. This flexes so hard that all the other fragrances are shaking in their boots when they realize they have to compete with the ultimate flex, Versace Crystal Noir. Okay, so Bond number 9. That is another brand that I absolutely love. They're a little bit expensive for me to own really very many from them, but I do have one, and it's the one I think is the ultimate flex. And I feel like everyone would have a different answer for this. And of course, every single perfume that I'm talking about in this video is just my opinion. You could have a completely different opinion, and your opinion is right also because it's for you. But for me, the one that stands out and is the ultimate flex for Bond number 9 is New York Nights. To me, this is so special and so unique. I have never smelled anything else like this. Not that there aren't things that are similar, but there's nothing that has this intensity and depth. Like the caramel and the coffee are so deep, but yet not too sweet and overwhelming. I saw people on Fragrantica compare this to Ylang and Gold, and I was like, what? No, this is so chocolate and caramel done with a million billion florals that just takes all the possibility of that coffee and caramel becoming too cloying and too sweet, and it shuts it down because the florals just cover it. The florals protect it from becoming too sicky sweet. There are C notes in here, and that probably does add to the balance that the fragrance has. I love the way the sandalwood is done in here. I just absolutely adore this fragrance. Now, to me, it's probably going to be late fall or winter before I will wear this, and I only need 1 or 2 sprays. This is going to last me for the rest of my life. To me, as well done as most of the Bond number 9 fragrances are, and as special as I think they are, this is the most special. I just couldn't help but choose New York Nights as the ultimate flex. So next I'm going to talk about Juliet Has a Gun, and this is a brand that I really get along well with. I like almost everything that they put out. Like, they just work with me so well. They work with my nose. They work on my skin. They just work really well for me. But there is one that's different than all the rest, and that is Not a Perfume. So let me tell you the story. I had just gotten into perfumes. I was trying out sample after sample. Everything I tried was just, oh, this is kind of sweet. Smelled another sample. Oh, this is kind of sweet. Everything was just a sweet, everything blended together. But one day, I put on Not a Perfume, and I'm telling you, I had quite a moment. I had quite a moment realizing that there was such a thing as this smell, that this smell existed in the world. And I know there are people that cannot smell it, But one of the reasons this is an ultimate flex in the brand is that even if you can't smell it, you're going to get compliments on it. People are going to smell it around you. It does something. It somehow has a pathways through the air to everyone's noses to let them know you're wearing this. I've had so many compliments on this. And it is very natural smelling. It's woody and musky, sort of ambery, but not sweet. It's really not sweet. I love the sprayers on Julia Has a Gun bottles too. Now I own a full bottle of Ode to Dullness, and I really like that. And that's really cozy and musky, and a little bit, it has that anise seed, like a little bit of that licoricey tone to it, but still fuzzy like a sweater. I love that one. I own travel sizes of Vanilla Vibes, of Sunny Side Up, and Superdose, which is a stronger version of Not a Perfume, which I also love. But this is different. It's so unique, and not everybody is going to love it, of course. I'm just saying, for me, this stopped me in my tracks. When I smelled this on my skin, I just stopped and stared, and I was like, what is this? What is this? I immediately ordered a full bottle. It was my first ever like expensive perfume purchase. It's addictive. It's, like I said, it's such a natural smell that it's almost like not a smell, but it is. It's not a perfume. And I know it's just one note. I know it's just Cedalox, but I don't care. This is the standout, the ultimate flex of the brand for me. So the next brand I'm going to talk about is Initio. And this is another brand that I tend to really love most of their fragrances. So it was kind of hard to choose the ultimate flex for Initio, and I didn't even necessarily choose my favorite from the brand. It's one of my favorites, but the reason I chose it was because it's a boss. It's a boss. So I have tried a lot from this brand. Absolute Aphrodisiac. I am one of the people who absolutely love this one. Psychedelic Love. Stunning. I want a full bottle of Psychedelic Love, and maybe this would be the one full bottle I would get from the brand, actually. Blessed Baraka, really nice, love that. Rehab, nice, I like it. Side Effect, gorgeous, delicious, love it. Addictive Vibration. Oh yeah, Addictive Vibration, really nice. Narcotic Delight. Loved this one. I really love Narcotic Delight. I think it's a banger. But I think that the ultimate flex for Initio is Atomic Rose. I just feel like she is the queen. I feel like she can flex on everyone. I feel super blessed to have 2 samples of Atomic Rose, actually. Now, I have a travel size of Aphrodite's Rose, which is Juliana's Perfume's version of Atomic Rose. And that is gorgeous. That's pretty much all I need. And I have my little samples of Atomic Rose, and this one's pretty full still. And I'm just gonna spray it. I'm gonna spray the one that's getting a little bit lower. It still has plenty in it. I mean, samples last me forever. I don't know what y'all are doing, but samples last me forever. Yeah, the rose in here is stunning. I like that there's no patchouli in it. And I love when there's different types of rose all together in a fragrance as well. It's really ambery, so much more ambery and rich than something like Delina. Yeah, I really love Atomic Rose, and I just feel like she deserves a spot at the top, and she can flex on everybody. So I was gonna stop right there. I do have a couple more that I was thinking about talking about, and I just happened to take the cap off of this one, and I was like, I've got to talk about this one. The brand is Teo Cabanel. And can there be any other choice for the ultimate flex than Oh La La? This perfume just takes my breath away. It gives me butterflies. You'll probably hear me talking about this quite a bit because 'tis the season. Fall, winter, that's when I will be wearing this beauty. There's hazelnut and saffron, tobacco, orris, sandalwood, white musk. I think that's it, maybe. Oh, tonka bean. It's so beautiful. And actually, this has the same vibe of that cozy, fuzzy gourmand that is so balanced and not too sweet, sort of like New York Nights has. This is not as sweet as New York Nights. I think it is incredible. I love it. And to me, this is the ultimate flex for Teo Cabanel. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked my choices for each brand's ultimate flex. Thank you, Alali, for tagging me in this video. Thank you, Sharida, for creating it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you taking your time and spending it with me, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.